Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? I hope you will fine. So today we discuss about new project that give the gate that give from the gate app. So this project is about gate launchpool spot GUST staking in project 312 union stake GUST or U to claim airdrop. Thank you so much all of you for joining my live stream. uh, Gate launch pool now support GUST and will launch project 3.312 and union users can stake or you to share 6.5000 U tokens for free airdrop and distributed hourly. Mint GUST and deposit GUST and trade GUST market via airdrop tails. Staking period September 5, 2025 at 9, September 15, 2025 at UTC. Total staking rewards 6.5000. Thank you so much all of you for joining my live stream. I'm your crypto shadow. I'm so glad that Gate will give me a new project. Thank you so much, Gate. And airdrop details taking period welcome Kaya, welcome Taskia, Crypto Champion, my brother, how are you? Thank you so much for joining my live stream. GUSD minting tradable yield bearing assets backed by tokenized treasury bills and stable coins, and 56.8 million total mined. Thank you so much. And 56.8 million 4.4 EST APR, and 1 GUST is equal to 1 USDT is equal to 1 USDC. How to participate? Deposit minting, buy or deposit USDC to get your account. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Hi everyone, welcome Crypto Champion. Thank you so much. You light up stream with your energy. Join the union, the next generation of aggression, of interoperability and chain. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, all of you. Crypto champion, your vibe is unmatched. You speak so well, and your confidence shines through. So proud to see you growing. Thank you so much, Crypto champion, for your beautiful compliment. Conscious verifications for security and scalability. The first sub-second messaging protocol for application-specific intents and transfers. The end game is ZK proof, singularity, unlimited connections. Keep it champion. You have a natural talent for streaming. Your smile is positivity and interaction. Make every session so worth watching. Thank you so much, Keep it champion, for the beautiful compliment. Native on all executions environments, Union Sports, EVMs, SVMs, and ALTVMS by integrating with all executions environment. Our ecosystem. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, all of you. Now we discuss the white paper. The repeated collapse of centralized Web3 protocols during the past several years highlights a familiar pattern. Trustless and decentralized protocols are highly resilient to a multitude of attacks and black swan events, while hybrid and centralized protocols suffer from hacks. Insider attack and mismanagement. The COSOM's ecosystem pioneered structured interactions between blockchains based on light clients and state proofs. Although code flaws can still result in security risks, IBC has shown to be most secure bridging protocol, spotted on by its longevity and continually increasing adoptions. Extending this protocol to a new ecosystem not only bring security improvement over centralized bridging providers, but also open up to completely a new world of integrations and between some of the deepest liquidity reserves and most promising app chain projects. Although Tendermint was designed to facilitate light client verification, it is impractical to do. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. First we have Protocol Union. The Union network is a hyper-efficient zero-knowledge structure layer for general message passing assets and transfer. NFTs welcome get users, welcome King Dollar, and layer for general messaging, passing assets, transfers, NFTs, and DPI. It is based on consensus verifications. Welcome Savitina Sonata. Thank you so much. Welcome get user. Verification has no dependencies and trusted third parties, oracles, multi signatures, or MPC. Union uses advanced zero knowledge cryptography and BLS signature and to bring the fastest and most secure inter blockchain communication protocol IBC everywhere. What is the Union built for? For those who care about decentralized and reliability and believe that finance should be accessible for everyone. Who is Union built for? Core values. Union is developed by B. Scalable power. Little Bin. Welcome, Little Bin. Welcome, Lonely Tree. Thank you so much. Welcome, Kelly. Welcome, Taskia. Powerhouse and fast bridging transactions are generated and settled quickly. Secure, abide by fork choice rules, and a future-proof core teach is built for the next. Technium easy to use, high-level API usable for developers from any ecosystem. Overview. The Union Protocol is flavor of IBC and fully IBC compatible with certain extensions and innovations to make the protocol more efficient, faster and flexible for builders without reducing any security guarantees. Connections and channels. Instead of legacy single connection protocol, Union uses a connection and channel standard facilitate communication between rollups and chains that has several advantages. Each connection encodes a finality mechanism and security level such that we can support both soft and hard finalizations and arbitrium. Welcome T-Rex. Each channel encodes a finality mechanism and security level such that we can support both soft and hard finalization or arbitrium. Each channel encodes a messaging protocols following used to support different protocols concurrently. We currently support two categories of connection: direct and recursive. Each connection can leverage any of our light clients. Direct connections are single hop, while recursive connection leverage straight lenses to perform arbitrary amounts of hop. The complex combinations of connection, category and client type is abstracted for on-chain protocols and users to them. Connection act as simple sockets. Union supports different protocols over each channels and channel are connection agnostic, meaning that all channel VNs support both direct and recursive connection. Welcome Crypto Champion again. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, Crypto Champion. Now this is a diagram, uh, connection channel and ICS and UCS. Each protocol VNs has different functionalities and intended use cases for most users in the appropriate channel type. And use case: asset transfer, NFT transfer, packets intents, asset transfer. Now we have deployment. IBC Union deployment or Crypto Champion. You have created such a positive and fun community. It's always a joy to be part of your stream. Thank you so much, Crypto Champion, for your love and support, brother. Thank you so much. Welcome, Matthias and Rafi. Welcome, Get User. Now we have overview. Crypto Champion, you are improving so much every stream. It's awesome to watch your journey grow day by day. Thank you so much, Crypto Champion. Kelly, thank you so much for joining my live stream. Overview spotted chains union has live connections on different ecosystem where we ensure indexing, collaborate with reliers and maintain integration with protocol we categorization. LS2 and LS3 as chain as well as since we abstract our each error cannot read properties of null readings data. Identifier each channel has a connection and uniquely identifying the channel on the specific chain node. These identifiers are not globally unique such that two chains can both have channels with. This does not mean that since the ideas are the same, these channels are connected to each other. And status, a channel goes through different states referred to as status and useless. You are opening channels yourself, you only need to concern yourself with the confirmed state, which means the channel can now rely message and assets. Every time you go live, it generally make my day better. You're an amazing entertainer person. Thank you so much, Crypto Champion. Status channel goes through different status referred as to status. Welcome, Crypto I. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, Crypto I. As status, unless you are opening channels yourself, and welcome, Crypto I. You only need to concern yourself with the state, which means the channel can now rely message and assets versions. Channel sub different protocol type indicated by there. This can be fully custom, although most of the time they will be one of the ensured type, as in other cases they can be fully custom like Crypto Shadow. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Cryptoy. You are doing good job. Thank you so much for the beautiful compliment. Get user, thank you. Welcome, get user. Welcome below by the South River. Which one created the ICA model, Crypto Shadow? God bless you, your family, your team full of energy. Keep it up, you're doing good job. Thank you so much, Crypto. And the table provides live information on current channels. So this is a chain, coin, and channel and versions. You can look at Axwin, Skyfall, Marius and Ravi. Thank you so much for joining live stream. UCS03ZKGM, our channel for UCS03ZK is the most advanced and recommended protocol to use for message passing, assets, and after transfers, intents, and storage proofs. Kelly, welcome Kelly, welcome Uptrend, welcome A20 Money, welcome Get User. Overview, identifier, each connections has a uniquely identifying the connection or that specific chain. Note that the identifier is not globally unique such that two chains can both have connections with. That does not mean that since the ideas are same, the connections are connected to each other. And status, a connection goes through different status referred to as, and unless you are opening connection yourself, you only need to concern yourself with the confirmed state, which means the connections can now be used to open channels. Clients, each connection is verified by a client, which describe the consensus protocol of the counterparty chain. Sorry guys, I had to take a break for the respect of Adhan. Thank you your patience. Unless you are opening connection yourself, you only need to concern yourself with the confirm state, which means the connection can now be used to open channels. Clients, each connection is verified by a client, which describes the consciousness protocol of the counterparty chain. Client IDs have two potential formats. Most consumers of the IBC state should not care about client or client IDs. They all provide the same highest possible security level and are abstracted away for our state. Connection table. This table provides like information on current connection and direct IBC connection are what most chains leverage and are currently the only options when leveraging the vanilla IBS stake union hub and spoke model is spotted but has to leverage packet forward middle aware. There are few fundamental downsides to PPM described in our research on settle statelessness and intents. Overview. There are multiple significant flaws. Welcome Jessica Zara. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. There are multiple significant flaws to direct connection and which increase latency and cost and make intent based filling impossible. Is recursive connections dramatically increase the capabilities of a connection. Statelessness with direct connection to connected chains verify each other consciousness and use membership proofs to verify each other pockets for routing. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. For routing, a hub chain can leveraging packet forward middleware to a multi-hop routing and PFM as a many technical limitations. Statelessness are a better. Welcome Stosh, welcome Coin Profit Strategy Research. Technical limitation settlement are better alternatives to PPM initially described by Union RDM here. Welcome Crypto Live, welcome ZX Pangolin. Using settledness and leverage research recursive storage proof of fetch the client state held by another chain. Chain A, union, chain B, and chain A. And chain B, chain A. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome Crypto Live, welcome Crypto Profit. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Welcome Jessica Zara again. Chain B. This allows coin B to accept the storage proof. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Kaya, welcome Kaya on my live stream. Get user, thank you so much. Welcome philosopher, welcome Kaya, get user, thank you so much. The allow chain B to accept storage proofs of a chain without needing to dispatch packets, theoretical sub-second advantage. Now we have advantage. Theoretical sub-second latency, netting of packets, and acknowledge to minimizing membership proofs and intent-based filling. Introduction. Proving a blockchain state and finality lies at the root of secure bridging and consensus verification. Lovely tree. Welcome, lovely tree. Tentriment, although designed to for fast single up slot finality, is not suitable for bridging to block space restricted chains such as Ethereum. It requires too much computations to verify, and even creating zero knowledge proofs of the verification is expensive, slow, and scales. And the number of validator most attempt to bridge to Ethereum before union are centralized consensus verification. And Comet BLS is improvement upon Tendiment, which make it suitable for zero knowledge proving content. BLS achieved by three significant changes. Comet BFT with further improvement pending. This improvement will decrease proving times and further leading to faster bridging transfer and cheaper relying. BLS signature. Uh, Uniland's signatures from the foundations of Comet BLS. They are cheaper to verify for both IBS and zero knowledge proof based IBC. With BLS signature, we can aggregate the public keys and the signature and verify the aggregated signature with the aggregated public key. This has a few advantage. Transaction size decrease compared to verification. We do not need to transfer all signatures, just as aggregate. On-chain computation cost decrease. Instead verifying each signature, we verify the aggregate. That KP verification is much more efficient. Note that the union validators do not produce that KP directly. The function is performed by the reliers can produce proofs themselves. Get users. Hello, welcome get user. Welcome insert queen. Reliers produce proof themselves or use mean as a distributed sequencing layer through the use of proof claims. And under Comet BLS, the union network can scalable to hundreds of validators without impacting performance and bridging latency. Furthermore, because a BLS signature can be aggregated, we can employ distributed validators teach to scale thousands of validators. Is used across to Tendermint for storage proof and more. The security of SH256 over alternatives like Blake and questionable hashing. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. An alternative that provide performance enhancement. epoch based validator rotations, reducing the number of light client updates for the secure operations of the bridge is a thank you so much for joining the live stream. Possibility of light clients in the gas. Light clients in a gas concentrated environment, which is the turn reduce fees or regular users epoch checking is on current effort to minimize useless light client update and proof generation. It combines design from Polkadot consensus with the Cosmos governance and security models. Future variants of Comet BLS will spot improvement focused on reducing proving time, proving cost, and further vocal trees at even greater improvement for storage proof of is the usage of vocal trees over market trees. This technology is, however, relatively undeveloped. Galois is Union Zero Knowledge, seen as proving a system. We built Galois around three fundamental principles: extremely fast proving times equate to fast bridging and code users experience. Galois can generate consensus proof for 128 validator within the 7-second low cost burning million of dollars monthly cloud infrastructure cost to generate ZK proof is not sustainable model. Generating proof should be welcome. Welcome Katimi, welcome on my live stream. Welcome get user. We are build Galois around three fundamental. Welcome Crypto Live. Extremely fast. Fast proving times equate to fast bridging and good users experience. Galois can generate consensus proof for 128 validators within 7 seconds. And number two, low cost burning millions of dollars in monthly cloud infrastructure cost to generate. ZK proof is not sustainable model and generating proof should be super cheap. Seniorship resistance in order to combat attacks. Anyone should be able to generate consensus proof on their own machines. Galois is so efficient that proof generations only consensus 5 GB and RAM and 428 validators. Welcome Mustafa. Number 4, decentralized infrastructure operations do not need complex cloud architecture to operate a reliable and prover. Anyone can participate in the system. Because of this, we focus on efficient CPU generation of ZK PSS. We don't want to depend on specific GPU vendors. Architecture transactions through union to other counterparties and roll-ups and composed of three steps: emit and IPC, send packet event, and generate a zero knowledge consensus proof of union state at block update counterparty with union state. Union Galois counterparty. Welcome Jessica Zara. Galois is built using generate the best performing ZK snark library and communication over gRPC, a high performance open source universal RPC framework. Note: depending on validator set derived Galois they need to generate multiple proof the result in M being the last trusted height and N plus being the height to update to benchmarks. Galois benchmarks exceptionally well. Our benchmark are 100% reproductively generated with NIX, so anyone can verify them. Third-party validations of these benchmark has been conducted. Lightshift view the latest Galois here and show you progress. You can see historical benchmark other. Future roadmap. Galois is fully functional, productions ready, extremely reliable and performant. And however, there are always further improvement. Workal pre-sport format verification, king of crypto. Welcome, king of crypto. Incentivize decentralized proving efficiency using union as a decentralized sequence of orchestrations layer. Note that Galois tech state also GPU based ZKP generation, but we designed a system to be independent to be GPU for code performance. Voyager. Relying is hard. There are 7 key properties to reliable relier, and this most important of which being speed. IBC relying in a race to the bottom with many reliers fighting to be the first. Submit a packet, often the time submitting a packet would end up to being fortune. Data integrity. There's no use being to first submit a packet if it means packet is submitted incorrectly, and a good liar with never drop at pockets. This letter is especially important for order channels, as a channel will be closed if a packet on a timeout. CryptoZan, my brother, how are you? Quick startup times. Quick startup RPC are unreliable and incredibly difficult to build around every possible failure case, especially when connecting to multiple different chains, even when proper error handling and retry logic in the event of crash startup that should be minuscule. Voyager takes a novel approach to solving. Yeah, CryptoZan, it is my project. Have you received? Have you submitted your first project? It is your problem has solved. Which is stored in Postgres. Have you submitted your first project, bro? Every chain apply transaction almost, or thank God. Transaction submissions, and even the data itself is represented and state within the queue. The design solves two of properties. Hate user. Which is stored in post grace around 18 bro. and even the data itself is represented as state with the QE. The designs of the two properties mentioned about out of the box data integrity and quick startup times. Since no state is stored to while itself, it is able to crash and restart exactly where it let off, making startup times lightning fast. And since every message is proceed within a post grace transaction, we are currently that the data we are working with the it is correct bearing. A bug is the business logic. The final property speed is also solved by a design. The final property speed is also solved by the design. Since each message fully all the cities need to operate, multiple messages can safely be executed in parallel. This means, for instance, that while one worker is fetching events from a blog, another could be submitting a light client update, and another could be generating a state proof and so on. For more information on Voyager architecture, see concepts. Light clients. Voyager implements the underlying logic for several light client protocols. Some of these are extracting specifications such as Tendermint of Ethereum, but also a custom implementation for claims union has connected to IBZ. Many of these custom light clients built off our existing light client infrastructure for Ethereum and Tendermint with additional logic specific of the protocol finality. L2 clients. Voyager supports several Ethereum which are implemented as conditional light client. The settlement condition and update logic is different for each L2, but the basic principles are the same. Verify the account root of the L2 rollup. No bro, Crypto Champion and Crypto I also attend my live project. You are third. Verify the account root of the L2 rollup contract on the L1. Verify the L2 state is stored in the L2 rollup contract. Verify the IPC account root against the rollup root. The consensus highest of L2 client is the consensus height of L1. Case of Ethereum is the height of the beacon chain, and L2 client can only be updated by height that the L1 client track has a consensus state for. Welcome King of Crypto, welcome Triumph. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Crypto Self, our beloved friend Crypto Self are coming on my live stream. Thank you so much, Crypto Self. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Crypto Self? The consensus height of L2 client. Crypto Zen, are you present on my live stream? Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Crypto Self. So happy you could join me. Allah khair. Uh, the settlement conditions May Allah recover you early, brother Cryptolan. Crypto sir, thank you so much, my dear. I'm good, and you? I'm also fine, Alhamdulillah. Verify the account root. Mashallah. Mashallah. King of Crypto, welcome on my live stream. T-Rex, thank you so much. Crypto sir, thank you so much for joining my live stream. Okay. The continuous height of the continuous highest of L2. Okay, Kipilan, okay, I stopped songs. The continuous highest of L2 clients is the continuous height of the L1. Case of Ethereum, L2 is the height of the beacon chain, and L2 clients are can only be updated the highest that the L1 client is tracked has a continuous state as such the finality time LS2 settlement period L1 finality time. And modulus and plugins all functionally in Voyager is provided by modulus and plugins. Modulus provide various forms of the read-only data such as the latest height of a chain or state proof. Plugins, on the other hand, directly interact with the QE and for information type IBC specifications, and IBC specifications defines the semantics of light client based on Beijing protocol. Our specification must have the following properties: some notice of a light client update a store of specification where client consign state are stored. Other state required by the IBC specification. This store is required by a provided, and this store is required to be provided. The host environment must have some from the proof of storage is most likely achieved by a marketized state try, although this is not strictly required. Welcome Kelly, welcome get user. Everything else is the implementation detailed of the IBC specification. This flexibility allows Voyager to support other IBC and traditional IBC referred to as IBC Glacier throughout these talks alongside. Welcome Skyfall, welcome AJ21. Chain, a chain defined thank you so much for joining my live stream. A chain produce blockchain you can incrementing height sometime consonance with some nation of finality where blocks older than the latest finalized height will never be org and are considered finalized a storage level with provable state. And consensus, a chain consensus defines the client and consensus state type stored in the client at verified set consensus mechanism. Example uh, commutables, Tendermint and Ethereum IBC interface. An IBC interface defines the enter points of IBC specification implementation on a chain, and chain can potentially have many different interfaces. For example, IBC native chains versus client and a consensus can be verified by the some client specification on different IBC interfaces. Client are the mechanism used to verify counterparty consciousness. Client are defined by four properties compatible with an IBC specification on an IBC interface. Verify a specific consciousness mechanism for a specific IBS specification. And example IBC interface features. A feature the Voyager binary exposes a JSON RPC is interface to allow for querying any configured chain. For example, you can query the state of any client on each chain as long as the state module for the host chain is configured and it is their finality model configured for the host chain as well, then can be omitted as it will default. And finally, if the client model is configured for whatever type of the client, this is the case it happened to be Ethereum on IBC, can be passed as well to receive the client state as a JSON value instead of the new bytes. The general concept of modularity is present in all areas of the Voyager. As another example, many EVM chains and various EVM L2 as custom gas fork LS1 such as BSC or fully custom EVM compatible chains such as CEI. Many of the interfaces are the exact same as the Ethereum mainnet. In this case, the Ethereum state model can be completely reused for these chains, just configured with a different chain ID and RPC. And for a new chain, oftentimes a vast majority of the work required can be fully reused from existing plugins and modules. Plugins and the QE plugins are a special type of model that also have access to the message QE. Every plugin has their own topic QE within plugin name as the topic along with interest filter that can pull message into the QE. Plugins also define their own internal message type that can use to pass data around between calls to their internal QE or even between their other plugins. For more information about plugins lifecycle and management, see the Voyager plugin protocol, creating it all together. The ability, welcome crypto live, welcome get user, the ability of query any chain is an abstract manner also distractly improves the DX and reliability of writing new plugins and drastically improve the DIX and reliability. New plugins and modules, one area in particular where this architecture shines in when dealing with the recursive client, sometimes also referred to a conditional client. Recursive client inherently rely on state from other chains such as LS2 settlement in relation of L1 finality for the L2 finality of requiring potentially multiple clients to be updated before the recursive client itself can be updated. A good example of this is our state lens client architecture, where many modules are fully reused from existing modules to finality. A state lens client is the finality, the L2 client being dragged through the hop chain. That means that no additional module is required for finality as a target chain. Finality model will be used directly. Additionally, to new state or proof are required to be loaded when dealing with state lens client. uh, Need to be loaded for the host chain where the state lens client to anyone's. There are however several new plugins as that are required for the architecture to work. Client module is standard for all new client type. The client module provide the coded for encoding and decoding various state for this client bootstrap model similar to client model. This is also standard for all new type, however this is only required for creating new clients. And client updated plugin, this is the most complex part of the state lens architecture. Up to two individual client required to update a state lens client, the L2 client on the L1 and L1 client on the L0, the host chain. In the building of message, several additional modules and plugins are also need to update the L2 on the L1 and L2 client. Update plugin is required as well as a transitive requirement, and the same goes for the L1 on the L2. Additionally, in order to actually submit this intermediate client update on chain transactions. Plugins for both the L1 and L0 are required to be loaded. All of state proof finality model are also required contain a state proof of the L2 in the L1. They may seem like a lot of requirement, however remember that all of the dependents listed above were in the case already written. All needed to be done was configure them to the chains we need to use here and build the state lens client logic. Only one plugin client update and two model client and client bootstrap needed to be written from scratch. The same concept with the of differing degrees of reusability applied to L2S arbitrarium optimism, various type of rule-ups, customized execution environment, and novel consensus mechanism. Beacon and even entirely new chains Swiss stops the full non-arbitrary implementation of the state lens client update plugin can be found here. Unlock method 100% get launch to allow users to stake in VAR. You can stake your assets before the official launch of the project to ensure you start earning reward as soon as mining begins and reward to distribution. The system will distribute token reward to users spot accounts on hourly basis based on the proportion of assets they have staked. Gate Launchpool FAQ how to participate, log in your Gate account and completely identity verification. Navigate to launch hold at least 0.0 GUSD. Project information union is the leading ZK interoperability L1 functioning as a settlement and liquidity layer 4 protocol and asset issuers. There are no dependencies on trusted third parties, oracles, multi-signatures or MPC. Unlike other interoperability protocol, union is hyper efficient ZK interop layer enables seamless assets issuance and scaling across thousands of chains without sacrificing security, efficiency, decentralized or speed. This makes the union network a first in this category while aiming for sub-second settlement across chains. The end game for cross-chain future official website GateLab investment disclosure. GateLab did not investment in Union, not Gate Launchpool is an innovative staking airdrop platform where users can earn hourly airdrop of trending and newly listed token by staking GT, BTC, ETH or other token with low entry barriers or higher API rate. An easy way to capture market opportunities. Please complete identity verification before participating in Launchpool to enhance the security of your account and assets. Please follow the relevant rules of the event when participating. Any cheating behavior is prohibited which result disqualification of reward. In case of discrepancies between the translated and the digital original English variants, the English variant shall prevail get reserves. The final explanation, this event is not affiliated with an Apple launch. User is in United Kingdom and other restricted locations cannot access the service including the participation in this event and game or competition. See the user agreement for further details or restricted locations. Risk warning as a blockchain startup still is it early stages, the project may involve significant risk in various aspects and including operation, underlying technology and the legal regulatory environment. Number two, undertaking blockchain startup and assessing their inherent risk require advanced technical financial knowledge and due to influence from technology, regulatory framework, market conditions and other factors, the project you participate in may experience significant price volatility with prices potentially rising or falling sharply. King of crypto Subal Bakhair Jamia. Due to influence from technology, regulatory framework, market condition and other factors, the property to participate in many experience significant price volatility, price rising or falling due to issues related to the underlying technology of the project. Gate trading platform you may be unable to withdraw of your assets from the project. Cryptocurrency projects are high risk by nature and cryptocurrency prices are highly volatile. The project team does not provide any from margin price commitment of downside protection. Please ensure you fully understand the risk and capable are bearing them before participating. While the platform suddenly wants potential risk, it cannot assume liability for any investment. decisions provide any guarantees or compensations. Gate teams get able to crypto trade over 3.500 cryptocurrencies safely, quickly, and easily on Gate. Take action now, sign up and claim up to 10.00 in welcome reward. Invite friends and earn 40% commission. Stay connected with official Gate website. Download the Gate app and follow us on Twitter to get more bonuses. Join our Telegram community to discuss the trending topic. Engage with our global community for the latest insight, transparency, and security. Check our 100% proof of reserve. So the guys, our project are ended. Thank you so much for joining my live stream and continuously watching me. I hope you will see my next live. So tomorrow we will meet with our new topic. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.